Hi everyone and welcome to this reading. Today's reading is a collective love reading based on some messages that I have been picking up on over the past couple of days. Now, before I begin, all of my readings are timeless, so whenever you've stumbled across this reading, it was meant to find you. There may be a message in it for you. It could be one thing I say, it could be the whole reading. So if you are returning, welcome back. If you are new to the channel, please like, share and subscribe. I'm an intuitive tarot reader, so I receive messages, as I said, prior to the reading. I then come and use my tarot and oracle decks to further clarify that message. All of the decks that I use on my channel are my own design because I'm also an illustrator. So if you are called to any of the decks, as I go through the reading, the links to them can be found in the description box. Now, for the past couple of days, I've been picking up on swan energy. It's been coming through in songs. I always have my songs on a random shuffle. It's been coming through in swans. It's been coming through in songs. And I got the Foy Vance song, Unlike Any Other, was the first song that started to come through. Then I was picking up on black swan energy, and I went into a bit of a research. Some things I knew about swans already, but went into a research in regards to swans because for me, that information that I pick up on are all bits of puzzle pieces that are part of a message that I am meant to deliver. So what I found out is that swans are monogamous. They mate for life. And one reason why I actually looked that up was because a few days ago on Instagram, in my feed, popped up a video of a male swan, and it was somewhere in a cold climate, a male swan, and I think they're called cichlids, little baby swans he had with him, and he was taking them off the ice and over onto the shoreline. So the lake had frozen over, but he went back to where his partner, the female swan, was, and she had died and had been frozen in the ice. And some kind people had come and taken the baby swans and the male swan away because if he stayed on the ice, he would freeze. They'd come and they'd taken them away, but overnight, when they woke the next morning, they found out that he had escaped and returned back to his partner, because as I said, they are monogamous, they mate for life. And he actually perished beside her because he was out in the cold on the lake. So I went looking at what other birds are monogamous. Birds may be significant in the connection that I'm picking up on. So I went looking at what other birds are monogamous. The bald eagles, Lysam albatross, the mute swans, the scarlet macaws, now I think of the movie Rio, the whooping crane, the California condors, and my favourite, the Atlantic puffins, which are those little penguin-like birds that are monogamous. So the energy that I'm picking up on, the connection that I'm picking up on is two people that are meant to mate for life, be together for lifetimes, potentially have been together in past lifetimes. And when that video popped up of the male swan returning and dying next to his partner, I think of past life energy. Maybe that happened in a past life. I think of The Notebook, actually, that movie The Notebook, where they are literally together for life. So the other energy that I was picking up on was black swans. Now in Australia, black swans are actually native to Australia. They're not found anywhere else in the world. Well, they are because they've been introduced in other countries, but they were found in Australia in, I think, the late 1600s by an explorer. And the world didn't know that there was such a thing as a black swan until they were discovered in Australia. Now, if you think about in finance terms, a black swan event is a rare event. This connection is rare, one of a kind. one or both of you might see the other as rare or one of a kind. But if I go into the Aboriginal meaning of a black swan, and specifically the story, there's a football team in Australia called the Sydney Swans, and their mascot is the black swan. The story of that swan was that it was originally white, and it was this beautiful swan. It was very humble and very quiet. It wasn't showy, but it was the most beautiful swan on the lake. It was a white swan, kept to itself. And the other birds got jealous of it, and so they attacked it. And it tucked its feathers in, but they plucked all the feathers off its back, its whole body, except the ones that were tucked in. And when it was found after it was attacked, in the Dreamtime story, in the Aboriginal story, it was covered in blood. It had blood all over its beak. And some other animals helped to clear the blood off, but they couldn't remove the blood from its beak. So if you have a look at a black swan, just Google it, it has a red mark on the top of its beak. In place of its beautiful white feathers that had been all plucked out, black feathers grew. But when you see it flying in the sky, because it had its wings tucked under it as it was being attacked, the underneath side of its wings are still white. And this is relevant because the other song that I was picking up on was Perfectly Imperfect, which is Declan J. Donovan. And the message within that song is that we all have scars, but that's what makes us special. So when you think about the black swan, it was attacked, it went through all of this trauma, but because of that, it came out as this beautiful, rare bird. And up until 1697, a bird that the world had never seen. Something so beautiful, almost like a phoenix. It had risen from the ashes, from this great trauma. So the lines in Unlike Any Other, which I said was Foy Vance, that I was picking up on, and it's from an album called The Wild Swan. But I don't want you to love me like any other, and it took too long to finally love, for you to finally find me love. Like I said, that black swan, the Australian black swan, was an unknown bird until the late 1600s, which is why in global economy speak, it's a rare event. Now I'm just quickly going to give you the Aboriginal meaning of a black swan, because it may be picking up on the energies of one or both of you. You may be both black swans. And I did read that they have mated in captivity a white swan and a black swan, but that black swans generally mate with, well, traditionally mate with other black swans. So as I said, you may have both had trauma. If your energy, if your connection, if you are resonating with this energy that I'm picking up on. Two wounded warriors. So the meaning of a black swan is trust, pure of heart, peace, serenity, fidelity, kindness. And this one is beautiful. And a dreamer that is sensitive and loving. As I said, that black swan, before it was attacked, was humble and quiet. Okay, so I'm going to pull some cards. Now, when I was shuffling, doing my pre-shuffle, which I always do prior to a reading, I saw the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands. So Ten of Swords is being stabbed in the back. The Ten of Wands is heavy burdens, which is obviously what that black swan went through. I saw the Ace of Cups, and I saw the Lover's card specifically in this deck. And the Lover's card in this deck is two birds, so it was really beautiful. We've got Nine of Swords on the bottom. So let's have a look at this black swan energy. Just want one, please. Six of Wands. Look, two birds. Two birds that found each other. Two black swans that found each other. Victory after a long battle is the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is Jupiter in Leo. How beautiful is that? Yeah, Five of Pentacles. 5, so currently we are in Taurus season. 5 is change. 5 of Pentacles is being left out in the cold. 5 of Pentacles is Mercury in Taurus. Perhaps you have connected with this person over a shared trauma. Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is Sun in Capricorn. Something... see my fist? Something that's held you back. A shared trauma. Maybe you felt like you were the only one that this had happened to, but you connected over the fact that somebody else understood what you were going through or what you've been through. The Emperor. Now this is my... Can you hear there's birds on my roof? The Emperor. The Emperor is Aries energy or Mars energy. And on the bottom, we've got the Six of Cups. Again, 2 birds. The Six of Cups is something returning. And I think past life in this situation. The Six of Cups is Sun in Scorpio. Scorpio is death and rebirth. In each lifetime, potentially finding each other, finding this other rare person and pulling each other out of. And he's the Emperor. He's looking for his Empress. The line in that song, and it took too long to finally love, for you to find me, love. So rare. Look at him in the cage. The door's open. He'd been searching, holding his love back until he found the one that he was meant to. Look at that, Ace of Cups on the bottom. That's what had tried to come out when... Holding this cup of love until they found their beautiful black swan. Yeah, Moon in Libra. That's the Two of Swords. Something was hidden, and maybe you each had to find yourself, go through that horrible traumatic events in your life, be plucked bare to have that phoenix rising from the ashes moment in order to find each other. Moon in Libra. Because you were always meant to find each other. Five of Pentacles. Again, underneath. So what I've set up here with the Five of Pentacles here, maybe this is them. Moon in Libra. Maybe this is you. You were hidden from this person. Like the black swan was hidden in Australia. You were hidden from that person. Until they transformed and became this beautiful, rare black swan. And once they did that, Moon in Libra, then you could find each other. I think of that movie Rio. Somehow they came back together. Yeah, King of Swords. King of Swords is Uranus in Libra. Kept apart until you could see the truth in your own rarity. You both had to discover that being different isn't a curse, it's actually a blessing. And again, on the bottom, and I'm shuffling. Ace of Cups. You both had to discover that, look at that, Two of Cups. You both had to discover through this trauma, through this death and rebirth, through that phoenix rising from the ashes moment, that your beauty actually lies in your individuality. And that's what brings you both together. Five of Wands is wanting. It reminds me of the card, the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is Venus in Aquarius. People with Venus in Aquarius are very, very individual, very independent, very individual people. They want love, but they need to be themselves. Now, I'm just going to, because I did write something down the other day about Venus in Aquarius, and it may be relevant to this. And it is. Non-conventional, the black swan. Don't box me in. So rare that nobody knew that that bird existed until the late 1600s. This is detached but open-hearted. Interesting. Okay, and on the bottom we have the Ace of Cups. So this is, Two of Cups is a soulmate connection. This is two people that are destined to come together. Two birds that are destined to come together. And it's been, oh look, here we go, look. We've got the Six of Cups. It's been happening every lifetime. The Lovers was the card that I said showed itself when I was shuffling. The Lovers, two birds, two black swans that are meant to come together. Look at this, Ten of Pentacles. Again, two birds that are meant to come together. I told the story about the swan, the male swan, who was standing there. His partner had passed away. He was standing there with these little cygnets, I think they're called. And he had to make a choice between, this is what's happened in a past life, and now you're coming back into this lifetime. Look at this, beautiful King of Cups. Again, another bird. Finding the love for yourself in order to be able to give it to somebody else. That's beautiful. This is my Lovebirds Tarot deck. And under here we have the High Priestess, which I think we had under here. Yeah, the High Priestess. So we got two High Priestesses. An internal knowing, I think. An internal knowing that potentially that there's somebody out there for you that is just as different as you, that is just as rare and individual as you. That's beautiful. Okay, now we've got Three of Wands. Again, another bird. Didn't realize how many. I mean, obviously, this is a Lovebirds. Look, Six of Cups. Again, this is a Lovebirds Tarot deck. This connection comes back every lifetime. You're meant to be together every lifetime. But this work that you do in each lifetime is in regards to, I'm seeing the Star card. So it's fated. In regards to, Star card is healing, doing your own healing, going through your own trauma, your own experiences, that death and rebirth, that black swan started as a white swan. So when you think of Scorpio, death and rebirth, I was seeing the number 13 before, which is the death card, death and rebirth. Pluto, transformation. You might have Pluto in your 12th house or your 8th house. Pluto is transformation. And we are in the Pluto and Aquarius transit. Maybe this connection comes back around every Pluto and Aquarius transit. Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is the card of the student. The things that you need to learn in this lifetime in order to transform. That transformation is what brings the two of you back together for this Six of Wands victory. But it's hidden. Because maybe if you find each other before that transformation occurs, well, the thing is, if you find each other before the transformation occurs, you'd still be white swans. You need to be black swans in order to come together. If one person has transformed, so one person is a black swan, but the other one is still a white swan, then you wouldn't come together, because the only time that there has been a union of a black and a white swan has been in captivity. So in order for this connection to come together, you both need to transform. Look at that, Mercury in Sagittarius. That's divine timing. Sagittarius is the high priestess, which is... No, I don't know why I said that. Sagittarius is the temperance card. But we had two high priestesses. So it's divine timing, Mercury in Sagittarius. And it's coming in now because you've both transformed from white swans to rare black swans. You've both come into your power. Wounded warrior energy, but warriors. But it was hidden. That's why I'm pointing out the high priestess. So we had one in this deck and one in this deck. It was hidden from you until you stepped into your power. Wow, look at that. It was hidden. It's being illuminated. It may have something to do with your North and South node. North and South nodes are currently, the North node is in Aries, which is what you are moving towards. The South node is in Libra, which is what you are releasing. The Magician, what you are releasing. The Lovers. Sorry, that was just poking out, and that was what was under here. The Lovers. This is a divine union that's meant to come together. This Magician card, it's been orchestrated by the man upstairs. Let's have a look at, I'm going to look at the Nodes of Destiny. This is my Nodes of Destiny deck. As I said, Libra is what you are releasing. It could be people, it could be feelings towards yourself, relationships, workplaces, spouses, whatever you're releasing in order to have that death and rebirth moment, in order to recognize that as a black swan, you are rare and beautiful. Let's have a look. Self-limiting beliefs. South node, 10th house. Time to ditch the labels and job titles. 10th house, South node. Break out of your tough exterior and embrace your inner squishiness. It's all about stepping out of your spiritual bubble and shedding those old skin layers to blossom. You think of that bird. He had to shed all the white in order to become the black swan. And there was a bit of pain with it. South node in Cancer. You rock the empathy and compassion game from day one. Your heart beats for family and roots, making cozy home vibes your jam. It's like your spiritual snuggle blanket, the cozy spot where growth begins by letting go. So maybe you need to release some family. Your family and your roots is maybe what's caused this pain. South node, the 6th house. You are a natural born helper, but hey, it's time to retire the worry and ditch the overthinking. Trust in yourself and your cosmic blueprint. Perhaps you've been taken advantage of by other people. When you think of that black swan, he was quiet and humble. Maybe a bit of a walkover because you were too kind. South node in the 12th house. You might have been the maestro of playing the victim, allowing others to walk all over you. I just said that. But guess what? Forgiveness, my friend, is the magic potion for seizing control of your fate. It's time to ditch the cozy nest, we're talking about birds here, of the past to embrace your inner eagle and rule the skies. I'm going to do one more. These are all south nodes. Something that you've either released, or we got one north node in Leo. If you've got a North Node in Leo, your mission in life is to rock the stage with confidence and flaunt your unique skills. That is the Black Swan. Soak up the spotlight by taking charge at work and in social circles. Trust your gut more than your brain with a Leo North Node. There you go. And North Node in Taurus. People with a North Node in Taurus are in for a thrilling journey towards liberation, dancing to the beat of their own life's grand circus. These Taurus North Noders might find that breaking out of their cozy bubble and setting some boundaries with their loved ones is key to unlocking their inner superhero. Well, superheroes fly as well. Lots and lots of bird themes here. Okay, I'm going to get a Moon Oracle. See if there's anything else. Oh yeah, that's too many. And then I'm going to get some messages. So this is all about being different and really, really, really coming into your power by being different, because what that will do, if it hasn't already, it will bring in your other half. New moon in Capricorn. All that hustle is finally cashing in. No, I'm going to leave it now because... Okay, my divine messages. What messages do your guides, your ancestors have for you? If you are currently, wow, if it doesn't serve you, cut it out. This is all this South Node. Rest, work, life balance. Potentially, yeah, look at this. Potentially, you've been getting intuitive nudges about the things in your life that are causing you grief. Maybe you work too much. Maybe you've got people at work who are taking advantage of your kindness. Higher self, you're being asked to listen to the intuitive messages that you are getting. Inner wisdom, we had that. Where was it? No, it was the North Node. Trust your gut more than your brain. Inner wisdom, higher self, follow what messages you are receiving, because they're trying to break you free, and there may be a bit of pain in the process, but it is to align you with this beautiful love story. Look at that, fated. This fated love story that's meant to come in each and every lifetime. Playfulness. Okay. I'm going to get an angel message. This is my angel oracle deck. Thank you. Number 9, Azael, divine mercy and forgiveness. 60, Mithrael, mental illness. I suspect that. And 46, Ariel, gratitude and secret knowledge. That, well, if you think of that black swan, he was bullied by the other birds because there was jealousy there. And that's why they attacked him. But had that not happened, he wouldn't have turned into that beautiful, rare, unique black swan. Divine mercy and forgiveness. Maybe your angels, your guides are trying to, through the pain of whatever's happened, to actually see some gratitude and show some forgiveness to those people, because they have unknowingly helped you align yourself with your true destined path and your true soulmate. Fated. Yeah, look at that, Michael. Perseverance, adversity, conflict, and success. That's Archangel Michael is the angel of truth, which means that what I just said is truth. And I think about instances in my own life where, you know, horrible things have happened, But now I can look back and I can go, you know what? As much as that experience was awful, I'm grateful that I went through it, because I wouldn't be the person that I am today had I not experienced that. Okay, I'm just going to get, this is my song deck. I'm just going to see if there's any other songs. There's over 100 songs in here, all love songs. Turning page. Oh, this is beautiful. Turning page, sleeping at last. I've waited 100 years, but I'd wait 1,000,000 more for you. Nothing prepared me for what the privilege of being yours would do. If I had only felt the warmth within your touch, if I'd only seen how you smile when you blush, or how you curl up your lip when you concentrate enough, I would have known what I was living for all along, what I've been living for. Now that line that's from Twilight. There might be relevance in your particular story with Twilight. I've waited 100 years, but I'd wait 1,000,000 more. That is the suggestion that this is, as I said before, this relationship that just keeps turning over in every lifetime. And you are meant to go through these struggles, these powerful, changing, plutonic death and rebirth to release who you were, to become who you're meant to be in order to come back together. That line in that song, Unlike Any Other by Foy Vance. And it took too long to finally love for you to finally find me, love. It's the same. This is not not meant to be something that, pop and you're in front of each other. You're magnetically drawn back to each other after this change has happened. Once you've become who you're meant to be. How beautiful is this? This is finally my love messages. Let's see what your person wants to say. Take the first step. Be clear. Tell me what you want. You are the love of my life. How beautiful is that? And we've got, I'm the happiest when I'm with you. Don't listen to others, just listen to your heart. You inspire me. Potentially one has watched the other blossom, and that's inspired their internal growth. Breaking bad habits. Self-love. That is that plutonic energy. Massive transformation. Falling in love with your authentic self. Anything else? Oh. I wish we could be together right now. And hold your vision. Don't give up. Perhaps you're still in that transformation stage. You are aware that there is somebody for you, but you're still in that transformation phase. Wishes come true. Harmony. And finally, I owe you an apology. And on the bottom, I'm feeling lost and lonely. I think that's the energy that you're in whilst you're in that transformation phase. Whilst those beautiful black wings are growing. Okay, and last but not least, I'm going to get some Scrabble tiles. In here is Scrabble tiles which have got letters and numbers on them. I'll give it a shake, see what comes out. It could be your first, middle, last initial, or that of your person, or something else that pertains to this connection. Oh, not many. Okay, so we have a G and a 2, an S and a 1, S for swan, F and a 4, a V and a 4, an A and a 1. And when these letters are up like this, to me they have special meaning because it's not a flat surface, so it shouldn't technically stand up. A K and a 5. see if there's anything else, because that's not many letters. Okay, there we go. Okay. A P and a 3, a W and a 4. So we already did the K. An L and a 1. A H and a 4. An O and a 1. A C. Maybe that's a secret admirer. It didn't want to show its face. A C and a 3. A U and a 1. A T and a 1. And a J and an 8. So that is what I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me. If this reading resonated with you, please give it a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe. If you want to be notified of future readings, hit the notification bell. As I said, if you are interested in any of my tarot or oracle decks, the links to those can be found in the description box. Thank you again for joining me, and I will see you again in another reading.